And
When do you think is the best time to give a child a phone?
I
So
personally think there is no best time, but in terms of what you've taught them, in terms of how to use that phone, like for example, my son, he's 18 now, but he didn't really. So like he had a phone, the actual device, but in terms of what he could access on that, that was all
mm,
my phone. So he couldn't download any apps on there. He couldn't just put whatever he wanted on there. It was my account. So in order for him to download it, I'd have to literally type in my password, whatever, blah blah. So that's when I said to him, okay, once you can buy your own phone, I can't have that permission on your phone no more. So he got a
Fair
job.
enough.
He bought his own phone. So
the
that's it.
tricky one to navigate is so Robin got her first mobile when she just started secondary school, and that's mainly because doing the whole pick up and drop off and having
Mm,
that means to communicate to her, oh, you're gonna walk to your grandparents' house. Okay, we'll pick you up then. So that's when she first got a phone,
mm,
and because of that, she's then having to use WhatsApp. And so there's no other social media apps on there, but WhatsApp is the one that is the most detrimental to these schools because all these kids are forming groups and
mm-hmm,
subgroups, and
mm,
then
Of course.
they'll talk about someone, then make a next group and just leave one person out. And navigating that as a child, I would hate to think
mm.
how that goes down,
Because they
man.
isolate children on there. Yeah.
Totally.
They kick out a child from that group, and that child feels like rubbish because
It's a
obviously that
form of
child feels
Bullying.
bullying.
like
Bullying.
it
Yeah,
is,
totally. It's
it's
some
not even
bullying.
it is actual bullying, isn't it?
It
It
is.
is really what it is. But
Yeah, there's many forms of bullying.
yeah,
That's one of
yeah,
them.
you're
Yeah,
right.
man, definitely.
But I would say, in terms of all of that kind of technology, it comes down to us as the parents
They're in, yeah.
monitoring it as much as you can be involved in it up until the point where they're growing enough to understand it. Like I had
Mm,
conversations with Chai about, Snapchat. I had conversations with him about all those types of things, what they're used for, how it can go against you, drilling it into his head so he kind of understands. You know what I mean? That's all you can really do at that point. You can't be there forever. And like I said earlier, you're also not part of that world. That world to us feels alien, but it
mm.
doesn't to them.
Yeah,
That's
But
the
yeah,
that's
yeah.
thing.
us. That was us as children, and when our parents were doing exactly the same
Exactly.
thing. You
Yeah.
know what I
So
mean?
to us, we think, oh, that's a nuts way to spend your life. But
Mm.
in their world, they don't know anything else. They can turn on
Mm.
a program that's aimed at their age group on television, and they've already normalized that. You know what I
But
mean? But then
also,
again, how far do you want to go? Like Chai will tell you, I monitored what he watches. I monitored same thing with my daughter. My daughter's now she's 7 years old. She can't just watch anything. That's not even a thing in her world. Like her bubble is probably so limited compared to some people at her school. And I know that
mm,
for a fact because I'm a governor at her school. And we have meetings and discussions about what other children have been caught watching or discussing in the classroom. Like there's kids talking about what was it, Squid Games. And she was
uh,
6 then. Like she's six
yeah,
years
yeah,
old, but
yeah,
there's parents that would
yeah,
just sit there and let their child watch all
yeah.
kind
Just
of
watch it with them.
violence.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
watch it
yeah.
with their kid. So, whereas my child, she ain't got no understanding of what Squid Games is other than what she's heard in the playground, but she's not going to watch Squid Games for another 10 years. So,
Mm. But
as far as
but
I'm
also
concerned.
but also phones for them is more like a tool to view content and view things. Whereas when
Mm,
phones came out for us, it was a communication tool. Oh,
mm.
I need to text
Yeah,
or
because they
call
ain't trying to
people.
phone anyone.
They ain't trying to call anyone.
No
They are
one
not trying to communicate with
at all.
anyone with this device. They're literally just using this as oh, wait, I can view content, I can
Yeah.
view TV shows, whatever on this
The amount of
device.
times I'll text my son and he ain't responding straight away, and I know he's looking at this thing. So it's like, how are you not immediately responding to me when anytime I see
You
you today,
ghosting you, bro.
you're looking at this thing in your hand? So you've seen my name pop up on your screen and you thought, yeah, I'll get back to that. What kind of madness is that? What kind of madness is that? And I used to tell him when I was paying for his phone, I used to tell him all the time, listen, if you don't immediately get back to me, then you got no reason to have this device because that's basically the only reason. It's the only reason why you have this is so I can call you, talk to you immediately. I don't want to hear no nonsense because I know you're not doing anything. You're looking at it right now. And there's nothing more frustrating when you know they're looking at it right now. Ridiculous. No.